Hello, everybody, and welcome. Happy Tuesday. How are you all navigating these beautiful energies this week? We are just coming off some really magical, and there's still the energy of this Jupiter Neptune conjunction in Pisces. If you haven't seen the post on that, you can find it here in the group. Definitely some magical energy to be working with, to be manifesting the vision of your business and future, which is why this beautiful month of this lunar cycle we're working with, Aries lunar cycle, and initiating is really a perfect time for this energy to have arrived with us. So I wanted to dive in today about this next layer within initiating. Last week, we talked about using a beginner's mind to look at your business. I believe that the best way to view your business and your soul clients and all of it is in that energy of continual discovery. So there's always an opportunity to review and revise. And sometimes it's time to even just reinvent yourself and your business to a certain degree. And what that really requires, besides a beginner's mind, is a little bit of bold thinking. So today I want to talk about that next step. So once we've looked at our business with this beginner's mind, we want to take the next step and start to really be thinking about how we want to make that next step, that revision, that reinvention, that change, that offer, whatever it is. So I see it as this beautiful flow, kind of like the way the moon flows throughout a lunar cycle from new to full and back again. So as we are looking at it with fresh eyes, that new moon, that beginner's mind, and things start to come into vision, we come up along this beautiful full moon, and we can really look at reviewing and revising what we set out to look at. And then what actions do we want to take along the way? So, because there's this great quote from Marshall Goldsmith that says, "What got you here won't get you there." And I really think that's powerful. And this is where both the beginner's mind and bold thinking come into play. But as you might guess, I approach bold thinking a bit differently because I want to be sure that we are honoring our uniqueness. And so, how do we do that? And what it means is that we need to conceive in the heart so that we can then create in the mind, also known as bottom up processing, for those of you that want to take a more scientific approach to it. And to some, that in and of itself may be bold thinking. Okay, conceiving here and action here. But why do we need to do that? Well, because the mind can't create what it has yet to conceive. That's really the job of your heart mind, which is why so many people get stuck in a vicious cycle of doing that gets them back to the same result or lack of results. So if you want a new result, you need a new type of action. And the only way we can create that is to conceive of it first. So when we begin in the heart mind, the other gift is that we're accessing that beautiful inner GPS system that's going to help to ensure that we're honoring how we're wired and designed. So, because if we were to use this thinking brain first, what is likely to happen is that our ego will get involved. Not to mention that this brain is just this beautiful computer of data, and it's all past data, and it's not very good at extrapolating without some new information. So, the simple steps to bold thinking: drop into your heart. Number one, whatever practice you use to quiet your mind is perfect. I teach a practice called Heart Shift, where we're just slowing down, paying attention to the breath, and then focusing on our heart. And then we can really access that part of our beautiful heart brain. So once you've done that, then take that thing that you want to revisit, revise, review that you found from looking at your business with that beginner's mind and ask your heart mind what's possible. And I like to leave the question really open. And, because that way we are allowing for possible. And so if you're a visual person and you're used to doing a lot of meditating or visioning work, this is where you might just allow the images to come, the messages to come through. If that's not such an easy thing to do, you might try to do some automatic writing. Once you've asked the question, write the question on the top of the page and set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes and just write. Don't let the pen or pencil leave the paper. And remember, excuse me, that you may get an answer right then, you may get some guidance right then, but it might not come right away. So just by asking the question, you've really opened yourself up to possible. And then once you have the answer, then it's time to put that beautiful thinking brain to work to determine the steps to turn that vision into a reality. So, is this making sense? If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and hit hashtag replay. Let me know your thoughts. So step one, use that beginner's mind to revisit, review your business, your offers, whatever it is that you want to take that 30,000 foot view and decide what's working, what isn't, what's in alignment, what's not. And then from there, once you've found that thing, employ some bold thinking, dropping into your heart mind, asking that question about what's possible, and then allowing the information to come through so that then when it does, you're ready to put this beautiful brain to work and figure out the how. And this is beautiful timing. If you've been following a bit along this journey, we're moving into some more Taurus energy, Taurus-like structure and foundations. And we can really start to figure out what parts and pieces we need to move this vision forward and really ground it in. It's really a beautiful process. And I'm in that process myself. If you of really reviewing my business and reimagining my business according to a vision I committed to of stepping into that next level me and that next level business. If you're on my email list or you follow me on my personal page, you've probably seen some of this already that I've begun to share. One of the things that I am giving myself the opportunity, I like to use the word challenge, the opportunity to step into is a little more visibility. And so I'm doing that on my personal page for the most part because I'm pretty visible here. And this is really comfortable because you all are part of my community. But I'm trying to find that sweet spot between public and private sharing, which is why I don't typically share a lot on my personal page. So I started this 30-day journey on Monday as part of me working to uncover my new brand identity. And as I, really step into that next level me. So I hope that as if you want to follow the journey, I'll be sharing a bit of it here. But if you're welcome to friend me and you can follow on my personal page, I'll be sharing some of it via email as well. But my goal is that, my friends in family in the world understand more of who I am, what I do, and what I'm growing into, and that those of you in my business orbit that you will better understand me as well and what I have to offer the world. But I also want to help you find this inspiring for yourself and your business. Because what I know is true is we all have a next level us and the opportunity to embrace it and make it our reality. So what is on tap for you? What is that next level you? What is that thing that needs to be reviewed, revised, revisited? As I'm doing my own work in that area. I'm also helping others to do the same, which is a beautiful gift. So I've been sharing a little bit about the opportunity to work with me one to one and, figure out what the steps and really implement in that same kind of 30-day time frame. They'll actually go a little bit longer just with, getting goals set and then setting a roadmap. But if you've got a project, if you want to review, revisit, revise your business in some way, shape, or form, whether that's an offer or your marketing plan, etc., I invite you to have a chat with me and see if that's a project that I can support you with. It's an opportunity for me to bring all of my gifts to support you in stepping into that next level you. I'm getting my own support. I think it's really powerful. I know that when you have a structure, it keeps you accountable. I personally need that structure, and having reflection, having someone to bounce your ideas off of and to just speak it out loud to helps to move the meter really quickly. And one of the things I'm really good at is helping people to get out of this brain and into this brain and really ensure that you're doing it your way and that you're seeing and uncovering what really works for you. So we look at your astrology as well as talk about what is really important to you and your desires for your life so that you're building that thriving business where you're nourished and supported too. So I invite you um, to consider what might be possible getting some support. And if I'm not the right person, I'm happy to give you some ideas of where you might want to look there. But um, message me, send me an email, drop a note, and let's chat and see what's possible. All right, my friends. Well, I am hoping that you will share with us what you are working on, reviewing, revising, and maybe even reinventing. What bold thinking is coming through for you? Drop some notes in the comments and let us know so we can cheer you on and support you on your journey too. That's what we're here for. All right, my friends. Well, as always, just remember all it takes is a little bit of heart power, and I will see you soon.